Good day, everyone. Welcome to our another one, Fashion Forward. So, with the topic about 2024 digital fashion trends and impact of AI in fashion. So, for the background, the convergence of physical and digital experiences, often termed as phygital, has become a focal point for brands and consumers alike. And in a similar way, the integration of artificial intelligence or AI technologies continues to reshape various facets of the fashion ecosystem, from design and production to retail and marketing strategies. Now, as we delve into the trends of shaping fashion in 2024, it becomes imperative to dissect the synergies between digital experiences and the influence of AI, understanding their combined impact on consumer behavior, industry practices, and creative expressions. By the way, I'm Lupin, another one community manager. Along with me is Marco Staglianò, another one CEO and co-founder, Lionel Waymel, Phygital Director of AN1, and Kadine James, Immersive Kind founder and Artificial Rome Chief Metaverse Officer. Good day, guys.
Hello.
Hello,
everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you, guys. So maybe you could share a brief intro about yourself, guys. Maybe I'll start with Marco to be followed by Lionel and Kadine.
Yes. Hi, everyone. This is Marcos, CEO and founder of another one. For those of you that don't know me, my background is in investment and finance, but I'm a huge sneakerhead, big collector. And this is how I got into the NFT first as a collector and then dive into the digital space. Now building metaverse and digital experience. Thank you, everyone, for connecting, and thank for all the also to all the other guests that are hosting this panel with me.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So my name is Lionel. I'm the Phygital Fashion Director at Another One. My background is French, Australian. I've been in the digital marketing and sales for over 20 years now between Europe and Australia. Like Marco, I'm a huge sneakerhead, so that was one of the points in common that we had, and very much interested and involved into the crypto space since 2017, and since then I've been involved in blockchain and NFTs and all the magic that the blockchain has to offer, and same. Also building and developing a very cool feature with that technology. Yes, Kadine, you're on mute, maybe.
Hi, everybody. Great to be here, and I'm really excited to be part of this conversation. I'm Kadine James. I am the Chief Metaverse Officer, Artificial Rome. I'm also the head of Metaverse and Generative AI and Web3 and virtual production. I was previously at Accenture and Yahoo, Riot, Verizon Media. I'm also the founder of the Immersive Kind. I've been working at the intersection of fashion, art, and emerging technology for over 20 years. I've been an exec producer on many metaverse fashion projects and immersive fashion experiences, linking physical in-store activations at Selfridges in London, creating wardrobes with the team at Warner Brothers to bring onto Ready Player Me avatars for the first time. I'm just fresh from the Diesel campaign, which ran in stores in Vegas, in Milan, in Paris, and also on our metaverse platform Soil, where we built a game experience along with a virtual reality watch, which was launched in stores and also on our metaverse platform. So I've been producing NFTs and creating AI fashion collections and AI sneakers, and really excited for this conversation today. Great to be here.
Fantastic. Thank you, Kadine, for that. And also what I want to say to the audience is that we're very glad that Kadine decided to join our advisory board that we've been building since a couple of months ago to add more expertise and experience in our digital journey and providing the business. So very officially very welcome to Kadine James to our advisory board.
Awesome. Thank you, Marco. Delighted to be part of this incredible team and looking forward to what we're going to do together this year and beyond.
Fantastic. Le Pen, words back to you.
Thank you guys for that awesome intro. And to our audiences here who are listening right now and watching our stream, so welcome to Passion Forward, and feel free to ask questions. And right now, let's hear the insights of our speakers. So without further ado, let's start with the first question. Maybe I'll start with Marco. How should we define Phygital, and what distinguishes a true Phygital experience? Maybe.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Okay, so how do we define Phygital? I can say that we had another one define Phygital in a very immersive way, because we don't believe just in the pairing or the digital twin, but we do believe that what we do in the real life and what we do in the virtual world should be connected and traceable. And the way we recognize Phygital is where there is traceability between the physical product and the digital product, meaning that another one way is with an NFC chip embedded in the garment that is then connected to NFT, a digital asset that allow us to create this connection and having token-gated experience both offline and online. This is at least how I do believe that the word Phygital should be attached to real world assets.
Maybe Lionel can share as well.
Yeah, no, look, definitely the same view and vision as Marco. I will say that for us, it's delivering like an enhanced value or experience to the end user. So the value proposition of the product and the experience is not just like, okay, we use the Phygital term just because it's trendy, right? Like we want to add a real value to the product and the experience, as I said. And Marco said very, very well that, yeah, we pair it with the physical and the digital on-chain through the NFC technology linked to the NFT, which is a blockchain certificate of authenticity on-chain. Then we can certify the ownership, the authenticity, and have some interactivity, engage the user, and like I said, add value to the physical product. Create like ongoing experience, not just like, okay, you get the physical item, the physical goods, then like, okay, you can maybe get the digital twin. We have, a very cool feature that we've been developing last year, and now we are integrating with our partners, which is the Flex to Earn, so where people can be rewarded when they are rewarded on chain, when they are like wearing and scanning basically the garments on specific locations or during specific events or during specific mini quests. So we have a lot of utilities and applications around the Phygital to deliver a lot of value to the end users and to the brands and partners that we are working with.
Thanks for that, Lionel. Maybe Kadine can speak as well.
Yeah, I echo all of those sentiments. I mean, we're just fresh from the diesel campaign, which I've just mentioned, which also connected a physical product to a digital product with a huge NFT drop. Diesel is a brand that was, constantly exploring the intersection of art and fashion, and this collaboration with our studio Artificial Rome allowed the brand to push the boundaries of creativity even further. With a music NFT drop, we brought Lil Dre, who's one of their ambassadors, into the metaverse. He did a performance as a virtual avatar. We also were exploring this opportunity for the brand to push new narratives around bringing community together, both in store and also online on our metaverse platform Soil. The NFT drop linked to a virtual reality watch, which was designed by Diesel's creative director, Glenn Martin. So the Phygital products and the permissions and the experiences and the ownership, including the NFTs, unlocked an exclusive opportunity for fans to not only own the physical watch, but to engage with a virtual reality concert and music performance. We also built a video game experience in stores which tracks people's motion and capture. So holders of the NFT got to unlock all of these exclusives along with owning the physical watch. So really excited about the direction of travel that this is taking for brands, including another one and Diesel, and looking at these meaningful collaborations in the Web3 space that open up new opportunities to connect audiences at scale. And also through NFCs and the next generation of technology that's going to allow us to own products and experience retail in ways that not so long ago would have been completely unimaginable. It's a very exciting time right now.
Thanks for that, Kadine, for that comprehensive definition of Phygital. And maybe we'll proceed with the next question. In line with AI, so how do you envision AI transforming the Phygital fashion experience? Maybe I'll start with Kadine here. So how do you envision AI?
I love artificial intelligence. I've been using it. It's nothing new. With artificial intelligence, we've been using these tools and softwares as part of our design practice. I've also created an AI fashion show, which is going to run in NFT NYC in April, and will also be part of a global tour that we do, bringing together AI fashion designers that are exploring the intersection of artificial intelligence to create legacy and bring fashion collections to life. I think AI is transforming the industry in a number of ways. It's opening up opportunities for designers to create new experiences powered by tools like Runway and Midjourney. I also think AI, in terms of personalization, AI analyzes, customer data and offers personalization recommendations and creates a more tailored shopping experience in terms of e-commerce. And also thinking about virtual try-ons, the opportunity there with AI enabling virtual fitting rooms and AR wearables, and allowing customers to visualize, clothing items and explore, how these garments will look on them without having to try them on or purchase them physically. I think that's really exciting. I also think the opportunity for supply chain and optimization, AI streamlines the supply chain process, and also can help with predicting demand, optimizing, the inventory and enhancing the production efficiency. I also think that the area that I'm really, inspired by is the design opportunity. So being able to, create fashion that is unimaginable is something that is really inspiring to me, and using these tools is a big part of our practice. I also think that chatbots and customer service, AI powered bots are also going to enhance customer journeys and experiences. Also tools like augmented reality, integrating AI into AR and into VR, and allowing customers to virtually try on accessories and experiment with different styles. I've been doing a project where I've got different types of colored hair, and it's an incredibly exciting tool. We're also using it in real-time production, with Unreal Engine. And I think AI will continue to advance, and it's expected to further revolutionize the fashion industry. And I think we'll see, AI fashion shows and, linking what's happening on the runway, and what's going on in the 3D fashion world. We're seeing all of that played out on the runway at the moment. And it's it's a brilliant time to be a creator with all of these new tools, and a fashion designer that knows how to use these tools are going to be able to create collections that will blow people's minds. And I'm very inspired and energized by everything that's happening with this explosion that's taking place right now. I've just done an AI beauty experience with virtual makeup, and I'll share some links with everybody on the channel so that you guys can have a look at some of the things that we're doing. But yes, I think it's an incredible tool, and those tools are going to continue to evolve. And I want to recommend to all the creators and artists out there to get hands-on with them and start using them.
Thanks for that insight, Kadine. And yeah, I do agree. And I love actually AI help us in terms of automation and efficiency, and how it is involved in terms of fashion actually. And maybe your thoughts, Marco, about AI in terms of
I
digital.
do. Yeah, I do believe that, as Kadine says, it's an enabler for opening new scenario and new opportunities. And a lot of people are scared about AI, of like replacing the some of our work, or some of our creativity. But I do think that it's just a booster that we can use for being more efficient, for exploring better our creativity. I can give an example with for the creativity in terms of we, as you know, we created a comic book for another, for TSS in another one, and there was the first iteration that all the graphic was made by hand, and then we announced that with the use of AI. So the original source was the artist's voice, but then we developed further and boosted to originate something that it wouldn't be possible in the time frame and in the capabilities of only the team that we had using AI. So now this capability and this experience can be applied also in the fashion industry when we experiment, as Kadine say, with the effect of a texture or of a fabric on a wearable in a virtual try-on. So the dimension that we have is completely different. The opportunity that we have, it's immense, and I do believe that both for efficiency in terms of creativity and of a source of inspiration, AI is definitely a very powerful tool. And of course, it has to be used wise. Otherwise, the risk that we have is that we conform, and then we will generate the same product as many companies now are using the AI for the automatic answer, and then of course all the email looks like the same. But if you are like if you know that you can screen and you can filter those that are just using AI as a generating tool, and those that are using AI as a booster tool. So that's my thought. That's how I think the fashion industry will use those instruments.
Thanks for that, Marco. And yeah, maybe we could proceed with the next question. Maybe I'll forward this to Lionel as the fashion director. So, which outstanding digital fashion innovations from 2023 do you believe will continue to drive change in the industry this 2024?
Well, okay, that's very interesting, and I think that's AI is definitely part of it. We'll also have part of the AI, or like the digital influencer, the digital representation, the digital twins, not of the necessarily of the garments, but our digital twin, our avatar that we'll be using in the digital world specifically. There are like digital influencers, which is now like a emerging market, I would say, like quite established but growing. But for the fashion industry, what I think will gain momentum is definitely the digital fashion, as we are doing it with the Phygital experiences, Phygital collaboration with brands, but also everything around, I would say, some sort of the wearable technology, like I would say maybe smart fabrics, which can have some function of health function, maybe monitoring. I would say your health, or like your temperature when you are in a very intense environment. Let's say I'm thinking about it because we are working on a project with Alpine brands, basically a techwear company, and they are very much exploring this type of smart fabrics, wearable technology that can enhance basically the experience of the clients when they are let's say skiing. They can first help them to survive if there is a danger like an avalanche. They are already equipped with a very good technology, but also, like I said, the smart fabric that can monitor their temperature and like bring more technology basically on the garments that we are wearing. So again, a mix between the digital world with the digital fashion, digital catwalks, digital exhibitions that we will be able to attend in virtual reality with our virtual twins, digital twins, and in the real world, where literally the garments and the fabrics are enhanced, improved with more technology, with smart fabric that also are connected to obviously more devices, and help us to have a better experience in the different activities that we can have. So yeah, that's how I will summarize it.
Thanks for that, Lionel. And perhaps with Kadine, maybe she can answer that as well with integration of AI.
Yeah, I think we're really excited about the integration of AI and seeing how it's going to be used as a tool in terms of bringing fashion collections to life. I also think in terms of designers' legacies and creating fashion experiences, AI encompassing tools like Unreal Engine and virtual worlds, and bringing those experiences to life through chips and the next generation of fabric and digital wearables that are going to link to our digital wardrobe and also to our avatars. I've just been working with Synthesia avatar production studio in London, where we've created a digital double of me. She speaks 120 languages. We're working on the fashion collection that she's going to wear. I'm thinking about how my avatar agent is going to show up in virtual games. Thinking about some of the projects with Netflix, bringing fashion games to life, looking at some of the experiences that some of the big brands are producing, like Ralph Lauren and Gucci and Prada, and the technology and brands, legacy brands, will always look to keep innovating, and will be using these tools to bring their campaigns and experiences to life. And we're involved in some really major campaigns for significant luxury fashion brands that will be bringing out to the world this year. So watch this space. And they will also include, AI and VR and e-commerce experiences that really unlock new ways of thinking about how we can experience fashion on our virtual bodies and personas, and also how we show up in cyberspace.
Thank you for that awesome answer. And um, yeah, I believe we will be having this in 2024. A new immersive or new experiences as we approach or integrate AI and Phygital. And moving on with the next question, maybe I'll ask this to Marco. So, what can we expect from another one this 2024?
Well, I cannot spoil a lot of a lot because we want to pace our communication and announcement, but we have a lot of very interesting collaboration coming up. I would say the first thing that's probably most of our audience will know is the release of our Phygital ID. So starting from last week, the Phygital app of another one is accessible also with Web2 Getaway. So you can register with your email, with your mobile phone, and we take care of the Web3 part on the background, creating your and associating your wallet. So we provide access also to the Web3 non-savvy audience, and that's definitely one big milestone. The second milestone is the Phygital ID. There will be a Soulbound token connected to your account. Won't be transferable. It will represent your Phygital identity. So everything that you do in the physical world and in the digital world will be traced back to you, and then we will be able to recognize and empower different kind of reward system with the Flex to Earn, that is our on-chain reward program that Lionel was mentioning at the beginning. So Phygital ID is definitely the first news. The second is we are already talking with a number of partners in the sport industry. So we're talking football clubs, we're talking esports game, we're talking also with entertainment and gaming company for creating more experience, especially in terms of Phygital wearable and offline experience. So the important part is that the offering of another one is not only about the providing of the chip or creating merchandising or creating experience, is connecting all of those characteristics with a boost of engagement from consumer to brands and the other way around. So we use NFT as a medium to keep brands and consumer closer and become part of an ecosystem where you can interact. And this is what we this is our mission, and at least what we're gonna start doing with the Phygital ID and the on-chain reward program in 2024. And definitely the regulation in European Union that will probably be followed by other countries of the digital product passports give us a huge assist, because in 2026 most of the product will need to be traced in terms of origin, in terms of traceability, sustainability, production. And this is something that we already offer, but in plus we will offer more immersive experience. We will offer on-chain rewards. So another one is already compliant for the regulation that is that is going to be rolling in 2026, and we definitely want to explore more opportunities in these different areas.
Thanks for that, Marco. And yeah, it's happy to hear that we're into working on compliance. And maybe as to Kadine as well, how as being the advisor of AN1, so what can we expect
Yeah,
with
I mean,
the
it's
NP?
it's incredibly exciting, everything that's going to happen with new legislation and all of the brilliant executions that the team another one are looking towards, particularly with the sports brands. I think defining Phygital and these true Phygital experiences and ensuring ownership of both components, like your merchandise, and another one providing opportunities for fans, really stands out. We're offering this unique approach, distinctive Phygital fashion and experiences that really sets another one apart from another from other brands. And I think it's really innovative, the work that is happening, and it's a huge thrill to be part of the advisory board. I'm really looking forward to the campaigns that we're going to deliver together this year.
Okay, so I think I can just tease a little bit. Thank you, Kadine. I think I can tease a little bit more on the upcoming project that we have
Yay!
and give a bit more to our audience.
Cool.
We've been, you probably guys have seen that we have announced late last year or early this year a strong partnership with a brand called Templar. And we've been working with this brand for 18 months now, working on a new product that we are going to bring to the market this year in the coming months. The only thing is, for now, we can't disclose exactly what this project is all about, but literally people will be able to, I think, Kadine, if you need to go, thank you for being part of this Fashion Forward. And I'm sure we'll have you again in the next few episodes in the future.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Kadine. So yeah, I was saying, like, I can't necessarily disclose the type of product, but what I can tell you, please stay tuned, be part of the Another One family. Go to their website if you want to also purchase some of their super cool and high-end products. But literally, the product that we have been working on for the last 18 months will be available to wear pretty much at the end of Q3, early Q4. And we will open several sales windows in the coming weeks and months with the Phygital experience, with the NFC integration, everything that we've been discussing and presenting for the last 40 minutes, I guess. So yeah, like a very exciting collab, which will be a blend of physical and digital with wearables, with our partners. But yeah, like with Templar, literally, that's the upcoming collaboration and project that we have. I'm very excited. I wish I could say more. I could show you more. We have very good, very cool materials as well to share with you guys. But yeah, that will be in the coming weeks. So please stay tuned. And yeah, you'll. I'm sure you'll.
Good, Lionel. Good. Don't say more. Don't say more.
Yeah, that's my tongue is burning. You know, I want to say more, but
I know.
So yeah, but yeah, like as Marco said, we have a lot of very cool stuff in the pipeline with sports organization, esports team, entertainment, different type of corporation. So yeah, very, very exciting year ahead.
Thanks. Thank you, guys. No spoilers yet. Indeed.
No.
Anyways, yeah. Thank you, guys, for the insights, actually. So maybe let's open and to Kadine as well. So thank you, Kadine. So now let's open the floor for questions from our audiences. I believe we have received questions from our community in AN1 and Sneakerheads, and even in the Twitter or X, as they say. So this is from Tango, one of our community members in our Sneakerheads and AN1. There's this question. So do you have any brands you're in talks with with another one Phygital collaboration that you can share? So feel free to share if it can be disclosed, and any brands you'd like to team up in the future. This one.
I guess that Lionel already answered on that.
Yeah, like
That's the only one we can
Yeah.
disclose.
Agree.
we are in talks obviously with other brands, but not advanced enough, or like, the thing that you have to, our audience have to understand, there is a fair amount of education that has to be done, with the brands, because um, Phygital, NFTs, digital wearables, for some of the brands, that can be buzzwords, and they are like intrigued, interested, but we need to educate them and to go beyond, like just the marketing stunt, basically saying, yeah, we do
Yeah.
Phygital, we do NFTs. So yes, we are in conversation with several brands, several organizations, but it takes time. Like I said, for Templar, for instance, between the beginning of the conversation, creating interest, answering all their interrogation, and then starting the project, and now like bringing pretty much the end product to the market, it's a long process. It's 18 months plus, at least in that case. And of course, we are aiming at reducing that collaboration window. But yeah, the short answer is yes, we are talking to other brands. The long answer is the answer that I gave you before.
Thanks for that, Lionel. And hopefully Tango is listening. And perhaps I can rephrase this question. Maybe we can ask, what industries are we open to partnership or collaboration? So what
I'll
industries
Yes,
or
I'll
sector?
get the question. I'll get the question.
Go ahead,
So,
Marco.
as we recently announced that we had a pivotal on B2B. That doesn't mean that another one will never launch a product to consumer. That our ADO launchpad won't issue other exclusive collection. It means that we open also our services and our technology to those company that wants to create their digital strategy. Now, because we need adoption, we need mass adoption, because our goal is to educate, and our goal is also to introduce to the digital benefits a lot of user. Our goal is to engage with those industry that are more likely to have more user, more followers, people that recognize in brands in this industry. So we started, of course, with fashion, but we extend then into entertainment. As I was saying before, sports club, football club, baseball club, basketball club, hockey, any kind of sports that is putting people together, that has a fan base, where you want to wear that jersey at that match, because you support the team. And this is how we can also create more interaction, and the possibility to have more connection with the brands and the fan base. Then music, concerts, event organization. As you may know, we organize an event in Shanghai, where I'm currently at. Mighty Dragon, for celebrating the New Year's Eve, Chinese New Year, the Year of the Dragon. We created together with Inventi and other sponsor, we created this experience that was a multidisciplinary experiment between art, music, dance, digital game, immersive experience, and we used our powered wristbands with NFC technology. You enter the event, you choose which group you wanna be part of, and then you interact. The more you interact, the more your group gains points. We can trace that with the Flexstone technology. So event company can create a more immersive experience, can reward the guest, because for everyone that's registered on our platform. Now it's very easy because you can use just your phone number, so it's very hassle free. You will receive also an NFT, and then eventually a proof of attendance protocol. And at the end of the night, the group that gather more points won a very nice token, the physical token that was the portrait of the NFT, of their group. So event organization, there will be music, it will be museum, it will be any kind of event, even like F1 sport race, any kind of events that has as a core physical gathering. It's definitely one of our interests. And then gaming. Just imagine you wear a t-shirt, you wear the t-shirt for 5 times in a row in 5 events, and that t-shirt itself gain points, experience points. It's like video game, right? Your weapon gains experience point because you kill many enemies, and then it becomes stronger. Same thing, your wearable gains experience points because you wore them in different events, and then at the 6th events, maybe you have access to the VIP area. So for gaming, is definitely a way to create an offline gamification and a bridge between the offline and online. And this is where we want to go on a Web3 project, because we can help any Web3 community to build their own Web3 based brands or fashion brands. You take any of the blue chip community of NFT, they already started with merchandising. They easily will become a brand. They can become a fashion brand. So we can help them to develop this digital strategy. And for them, it will cost just the service of the digitalization of the item. We can help them in the designing products. And as Lionel said, we went from designing sneakers, we enter a Meta and jacket with Drift Lab to Alpine products. So we are very flexible. I guess to sum up, fashion, both brand and retail, entertainment, both music and sports, and gaming, toy, video game, even betting. Those are the 3 main industry that we're addressing for this 2024.
Thanks
Yeah,
for that,
and
Marco. Go ahead,
if I can
Ben.
just if I can just add like something. Basically, what we are doing, it's a multi-layer functionality, service, and features that we can deploy. So literally, I think something that we said but we could insist on, it's by pairing physical and the digital asset, we are obviously verifying it, authenticating products, right? So, and have like the view on the supply chain, which is always crucial for buyers to know where the products are coming from. Literally in the fashion, we know that there is a huge issue that us as a society, as a community, we have to face, is the fast fashion, right? Like, so that's why, like from what Marco said, Europe has adopted, the product passport, and will need to be in place by 2026. So the supply chain and the authentication of the verify the authenticity of product is crucial. So that's how we say the basics and the first layer of the Phygital experience. Because again, you can verify on chain where the product is coming from, how many have been produced, sorry, which one you have out of this supply, and then depending on the engagement that the brands and the organization want to provide, like the engagement that they want to provide to their end user, then we have the capacity, the technology to add the reward mechanic. We have the ability to gamify the experience. As Marco said, like if it's a t-shirt or a hoodie, a jacket, if you attend or if you can geolocalize yourself, scan yourself at specific locations, then you collect reward tokens and upgrade basically your status amongst the community, amongst the buyers or the user of that brand, of that product. So yeah, and basically we are just scratching the surface of what we can do with all the technologies which are becoming more and more available. I truly believe that with now like the AR, VR headset, which are becoming more and more common, and we all know that with Apple stepping into that world, that's going to open many doors. And I believe that the technology has to be deployed from the hardware to sell the software. And blockchain being a software, being a solution that is known by a lot of people, but also unknown by a lot of people, meaning that blockchain is a technology, like crypto is one application, NFTs is one application of the blockchain, the same as emails and websites are applications of what internet had to offer. So yeah, like to finish probably too long explanation, but we start with something that might sound very basic, but the pairing of physical and digital assets to verify the authenticity and to have a view on the supply chain. That's something which is a game changer. And as Marco said, we're already complying with what Europe will be requesting to the fashion industry by 2026. And then we are already equipped and developing more and more feature to add more value and enhance experience to brands and users. A bit long, maybe.
Thanks for that, Lionel. Actually, indeed, yeah. It's good to maximize actually with what technology has to offer. And moving on to the next question, I believe this is about utilities from the SS Design Works. Anyone can answer this. Will Phygitals just be a check mark on an NFT roadmap or have more widespread uses? So this is more about the utility, I believe, of the Phygital and to the NFT. Feel free to answer.
Yeah, well, I think it's pretty much what I said in terms of the NFT. That term, it's probably a term which in the future we will forget as people will be more and more using that technology without knowing that they will be using it. If it's associated to Phygital in general, probably. But yeah, NFT, it's everybody knows what NFT stands for, non-fungible token, but it's more so like a certificate of authenticity on blockchain, right? So eventually you will have the way I see it, the way I think things will deploy as well. You potentially, eventually, will have your ID on chain as a NFT, as a Phygital. You have the physical, let's say, passport, driving license, and you will also have the digital version of it as an NFT. But people will be using their digital IDs without necessarily knowing that it's an NFT behind, and that's a Phygital product or Phygital technology, basically. So yeah, it's the same as, again, the cloud computing. A few years ago, everybody were talking about clouds without necessarily knowing what it was. They were very confusing, and now everybody uses the cloud without knowing that they are using the cloud. And I think eventually we will reach that level with the Phygital and the NFTs being the technology behind the Phygital.
I do. Yeah, I do. I completely agree with Lionel, and I think there is much more than that. I recently saw the collaboration with the Boss and during the ultra ski competition, Boss and DigiSec. DigiSec is a company that is specialized in digital ID and also payment features, and essentially they created an NFC embedded in those Boss jackets that were connected to credit cards, so you could pay directly with your jackets. So this is one of the features that we believe will become the digital way in the future. And again, for us, it's more like creating that ecosystem where the different players can work together and create this connection where at the end of the day it's all made by interaction, right? It's not if NFT without community NFT were nothing, because it's all about the sense of community, and as a collector, and Lionel probably can agree with me. If you don't go to the Travis Scott concert, you don't care about buying the Travis Scott, or at least there won't be the hype for the Jack Cactus collection. So that's what I believe it will be, the glue for the next rise of Phygital, is the ecosystem. People work together to create a bridge between the physical and the digital world, but also getting utility that is out of the purpose of the clothing, or the asset, or real world asset, as today we call it. So again, as was our initial goal, in another one, repurposing Phygital wearable, the fashion product and fashion wearable. We do believe that this could be applied also on any type of real world asset. We focus on wearable because we like fashion, we have experience in this industry. But definitely Phygital is going to be the next, definitely the next trend that will unlock a lot of utility for both user and producer.
Yeah, I agree on that. And proceed with, I believe this will be the last question, and I will be rephrasing this because it pretty relates about AI. And unfortunately, Kadine can't answer this, but on your end, guys, just sharing this one. It's related about AI. And which AI tools do you plan to use in the future, and in what field? And maybe I'll add as well this question from Trading Indian, because it relates all in about AI. And what are the main friction points about AI adoption? So maybe you can answer this as our last question about AI, the tools that we will be using in the future, and the friction that hampers the adoption of AI.
I can go first, and then let Lionel
Okay.
express his
Yeah.
idea. So now we have a proposal for a collection, and we want to make something unique. So we definitely want to use Midjourney for originating the art of this collection. This definitely, it will be a way for us to also boost and enhance the visual and the graphic that we can produce. So the problem that I think will be is that if we don't have enough creativity inflow in our company, the use of the AI can cause a repetitiveness and redundancy of our product and the creativity. And that's what we have to be very much focused on, boosting the creativity, because as you may know, AI, any way you use it learns from what's your inputs. Then there is the machine learning, of course, but it's always like, needs a source, and then you need to refresh the source. Otherwise, it's just like water. And as one of my favorite philosophers, Immanuel Kant, say that, water, if it is in a pond, and no one ever throw a stone in it, it will stagnate and it will start to smell. And and that's pretty much what I think about creativity. You cannot keep your creativity level at a point where you said, okay, this is my line, this is my area, this is my zone of comfort zone. I don't want to get out of it because anyway I have instrument to decline. No, I always have to be a constant flow. And that's what we at another one do. Is Especially now that we get into the B2B, and we have a catalog of merchandising. Everyone is doing swag. Everyone is doing t-shirts, hoodies, caps, bags. We're creating new products. So definitely, the creativity input then will allow us to, with the use of the AI, to decline those products into different opportunity of business and opportunity of new items. So again, we will use it with a grain of salt, and also with a lot of creativity.
Okay, so look, I share the same
Right,
view
Lionel.
as Marco. Like now, like which AI tools? Okay, like we all know Midjourney, we all know ChatGPT for different usage, and I think again we are just scratching the surface of AI at this point. They are like the big players, the big tech companies are working and developing their own AI solution with different features, graphic features, like voice features. Like there are a lot of things which are in development and in the making right now. But what I would say, it's the AI is as good as its user, meaning that you have to know how to use the tool. That's the same as do you know how to use a computer? Most of people use a computer just to surf on internet. Some people just know how to use Word, Microsoft Word, or Google spreadsheet, or Google or Microsoft Excel. What I'm saying is same for like video editing or photo editing. You have to know the tool. You have to be able to master the tool, and that's the same for AI. Like we have to embrace the technology. We have to learn how to use it. For the creativity, yeah, it's not just like entering like a couple of prompts and hoping that it will, give us something fantastic. And I think if we overuse the AI, then we might devalue basically the products, the production or what the AI produces, and people might not see the value, saying, "Oh, that has been done, that has been made or created by AI. There is no value because everybody can do it." No, not everybody can do it. That's the same if you look at any advertising industry. Most of the visuals that you see have been created with Photoshop. Does that mean that everyone can do it? No. Like the same with movies. They are using a lot of software to create, the big blockbusters that we all watch. So again, the tool, the solution, the software is as good as the person who's using it. And as Marco mentioned, the creativity is the key. And then from that creativity, you have to channel it with the right solution and know how to master that software, which is AI. But again, we are just at the beginning. So I can't really have like a black and white answer at this point. To me, we are, again, just at the beginning, and we are all learning at this point.
Thanks for that, guys. And yeah, I believe this is more about education. What are the main friction points of AI adoption? Maybe we can include
Yeah,
the
like,
Phygital as well.
yeah, well, it's I think I answer it. That's the friction. It's the education on seeing value in the AI work that people will create. So it can be stamped as, yeah, AI produced, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there is no value in the end product or the end, creativity made by AI. We have to think about the person who has been working with the AI to create the asset that has been used and created by that technology. So that's the main friction. The perception of AI.
I'll make a metaphor here. It's just like having a 3 Michelin star chef that is the AI, and then having a very low quality product. Everything that
Yeah,
will come out from the chef, it will be like amazing in the presentation of or plating, but the taste, it won't be that good because the quality of the food is not good. It's the quality of the input of the idea, the creativity that you input into this big machine that is AI, that gives you the quality. So as Lionel said, The major friction will be company getting used or creators getting used to this easy way to have outputs, that they will stop being original and creative. And on one side, it can work because if you're talking about, for example, using AI in the coding, that will save time because I don't have to wait the time of a tech engineer to code, but I can use AI for like something that is simple coding. But if I'm talking about like architecture and building a complex tech architecture, then yes, I can use AI, but I need to have a very good input. I need to have a very good blueprint from creating that. So again, it's always about the what is the input, what is the ingredients that we use, the quality of the ingredient, and in this case, for us, it's definitely creativity.
Thank you for that, Marco. It's very interesting with what you have said about AI and how it will adapt in the future. And moving on, maybe we'll before we end. By the way, any words before we wrap up, Marco and Lionel?
And you what? Sorry,
Any words before we wrap up?
sorry, I did
Anything
not hear
else
you,
we
man.
can?
Anything else?
Uh yeah.
No,
Before
no,
we wrap
like
up,
honestly. Before we wrap, no, no,
yeah.
no. Like I think everybody
Any
is
words?
pretty excited about what we've been saying, and yeah, like we have a lot of things to work on. Even though for us it's clear, what we have to do is to educate the market, educate the audience, and also bring to lower the barrier to make those experiences and those assets accessible to the masses because that's pretty obvious for us. But as Marco mentioned, now we have, you can create accounts with Web2 mechanics on our platform. You can, experience NFT and NFC pairing very easily on our platform as well. We want to make all the Web3 and all the blockchain features and benefits accessible as seamlessly as possible. So that's what I want to say. We are working hard in that direction to achieve those goals.
I'll just say one thing, adding up on what Lionel said. For those of you that didn't, please go to launchpad.another-one.io, create your digital identity, connect your social or your website or your social media account, create your digital identity because soon enough we will have the minting of our another one digital ID Soulbone token. And if you be part of our ecosystem, you will have a lot of advantage for all the partner that we are getting in touch with. So from seeing a football match to go to a concert to even alpine experience, and this will be possible only if you create your digital account. So please go and be part of our digital journey. Thank you very much for everyone that listened the podcast, and thank you also for Kadine and Lionel to be here with me to give you this warm welcome to the digital world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having
So
us. Thank you. Thank you.
thank you, Marco, and thank you,
Thank you,
Lionel.
Marco.
So a big shout out to all as well to our audience for today's Fashion Forward and to those who have asked. By the way, with the questions we have right now, so we'll be giving 10 AN1 tokens. And again, don't forget to join us on AN1 Discord and show us some support in Twitter and Instagram. And lastly, to sneakerheads out there, make sure you're in the Hyperia Challenge because today actually is the last day of Hyperia Challenge 2. And yeah, stay tuned for upcoming events. Once again, thank you, Marco and Lionel. And let's get digital. Cheers, guys.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's
Bye.
get
Thank you. Thank you.
See you. Bye-bye. Bye.